Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It's Monday the 16th and we are here. We're energized. And as you can see behind me, there's a lot of sun predicted for the entire week with very little cloud cover. So a lot of things to talk about. Once again, this weather comes from the National Weather Service of Chicago, delivered to you here locally on Good Morning Aurora. Copy, paste, and repeat is our headline this morning. As we look at the temperatures, we can see why we start off with such a bold statement. It's just a lot of sunshine, and it's something to be expected, be happy for, because pretty soon, as we know, things are going to get a lot colder. So let's start off with today and what we can expect. Our daytime high today is going to be 90 degrees with a daytime low of 87 degrees. Now, with the overwhelming amount of sunshine that we have today, that is going to take us and transition us into the evening. Take a look at that, 61 degrees for the nighttime high, 54 degrees for the nighttime low. Now, Monday through the rest of the week, all the way into Friday, we can expect cooler temperatures along the Lake Michigan shoreline. So for our folks out there in Chicago, Andersonville, what up? You can expect cooler temperatures than these that we have out here. Tomorrow, moving ahead, 89 degrees for the daytime high, 86 degrees for the daytime low. Now tomorrow evening, check it out. Look at the temperatures. They're getting a little bit colder down south there. 61 degrees for the nighttime high, 54 degrees for the nighttime low. Wispy clouds in the evening on Tuesday night. Now as we get into Wednesday, check it out. 86 degrees for the daytime high, 83 degrees for the daytime low. Nice, bright, and sunny as well on Wednesday in the daytime. Check it out as we get into the evening time. 63 degrees for the nighttime high, 56 degrees for the nighttime low. Now let's pause really quick. We can see why they gave us a copy, paste, repeat preference. It's just a way that the week and the evening is going to go. I like weather like this. It's really good to relax, read a book, and chill in the nighttime when you get home. Wednesday, I think we talked about Wednesday, 86 up top, 63 degrees for the nighttime high on Wednesday. Now, Thursday, 87 degrees for the daytime high. Daytime low will be 82 degrees. Thursday night, 62 degrees for the nighttime high and 56 degrees for the nighttime low. Now, as we get into Friday, we are getting just a tad bit warmer out there on Friday. 88 degrees for the daytime high, 82 degrees for the daytime low. And Friday night, we can expect a nighttime high of 65 degrees and a nighttime low of 59 degrees. Looks like there will be some cloud activity or cloud cover Friday night. Be aware of that, but I'm not going to say the RAIN word, but it looks like we can expect absolutely none of that. Let's recap. Today, daytime high, 90 degrees with a daytime low of 87 degrees. Real quick plug in, at 11 o'clock a.m., the city of Aurora is having the Mexican flag raising at One Aurora Plaza. That's the Copley Theater. So over there at 11 o'clock. Tomorrow, 89 degrees for the daytime high, 86 degrees for the daytime low. Moving ahead to Wednesday, 86 degrees for the daytime high, 83 degrees for the daytime low. Lots of sunshine out there, so be ready for that and take advantage of the sunshine. Moving on to Thursday, 87 degrees for the daytime high, 82 degrees for the daytime low on Thursday. We like that kind of temperature activity. And Friday, 88 degrees for the daytime high and 82 degrees for the daytime low. That is your weather report here on Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We got news to talk to you guys about today. And as we prepare for the rest of the week, there's going to be a lot of great stories that we will share with you. So let's get ready to do it. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:06 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. I hope that whatever part of our great country you are in, you are blessed, you are safe, you are motivated, and you are doing something great for other human beings, whether that be Hollywood, California, or whether it be Yuma, Arizona, San Diego, Chula Vista, Avenue L, shout out. Whether you're in Echo Park, Baldwin Park, or McCarty Park, wherever you are, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, week, and morning. Time is 9:07 a.m. Daniel Calderon. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Good morning to you. Zor Zapata is here. Javier Burgos is here. Good morning to you guys. We had a fantastic weekend. It was really something to see, something to experience, something to be proud of and indeed happy about. I was blessed and able to. I was fortunate enough to travel to Hollywood over the weekend, and I attended the Elevate Conference 2024 at the historic Ricardo Montalban Theater. It was a really good time. Saw a lot of great people. Saw a lot of stars. Dapped it up with a lot of celebrities, and it was really a fantastic experience. There's a lot going on before we get into the news, because we got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot going on in regards to expression these days. It's really good to see. And when I say we, I mean everybody. We are no longer bound by what others think about us. Let that sink in for a moment, because that wasn't always the case. For a lot of times and a lot of generations, and for a lot of people my parents' age, Daniel Calderon, your parents' age, for our parents, our image wasn't able to be constructed by us. Us is a word that I'm using, and I mean everybody when I say us. And I'm just really happy of the opportunity that we had. You're seeing some of the pictures and some of the media start to circulate on our social media platforms. Get ready to see more of it. We're going to show you some amazing things, some amazing pictures, some amazing videos of the time that we had out there in Hollywood. And I want to say thank you and good morning to all of the listeners, followers, fans of this show, and supporters, and everybody who hits the like button every time, every day on this show. So now that we got that out of the way, let's move on and talk about some news. I gave you guys the weather, and we talked about the Mexican flag raising, which is going to be taking place today at 11 a.m., so get ready for that. But right now, I'm going to give you a couple of pieces of news because they are hot off the presses and they are important. So we got a career fair coming up. Jeanette Rosario, good morning to you, dear friend. Shouts out to the Aurora Puerto Rican Cultural Council. They are very dear friends of ours. Okay. The First Responder Career Fair is coming up. It's going to be this Saturday. It's going to be from 9 a.m. to noon. It's right there on the screen for you guys to see. The panel discussion is going to be taking place at 10:30 a.m. Now, real quick pause. You see that there's a lot of organizations represented on the flyer: law enforcement, fire departments, healthcare, and education as well. So it's going to be at the Waubonsie Community College here downtown Aurora, 18 South River Street, hosted by the Aurora Regional Fire Museum, Waubonsie Community College, the Kane County Sheriff's Office, and the QR code for you to scan and register is on the bottom right-hand side of this flyer. I encourage you to do so. The Aurora Police Department, Metro Police, Streamwood Police, Elburn, Wheaton, Bartlett Police, and fire departments from Montgomery, Countryside, Oswego, Sugar Grove, Elburn, and Geneva are just some who will be there. Dress to impress, LinkedIn and social media photo. You should be looking your absolute best when you go here to make sure that you stand out. That's the only way to be outstanding. Time is 9:10. All right, First Responder Career Fair is out the way. Next up, and this is going to be a lot of fun, the state of education is something that our mayor will be presenting to the city. It's going to be this Wednesday, the 18th. It's going to be at 6 o'clock p.m. And it's going to be at the Crimi Auditorium at AU 1347 Prairie Street here in Aurora. Learn about the great strides that the city has made in regards to our education sector. Our schools, our teachers, and those involved in raising our young people and educating them will definitely get a highlight and shout out as we talk about all the great things that the city has achieved in regards to education. So the State of Education event is going to be this Wednesday, Crimi Auditorium at Aurora University, 1347 Prairie Street. Now, RSVP is required for this. On the bottom right-hand corner of this flyer is the QR code. You can also go to the City of Aurora's Facebook page, check it out there, and make sure that you register for this event. The city regularly puts out the event brights for the different and various events that are coming up. So if you go to this link, you click it, and you sign up, put your information in. When you get to the very bottom of the screen, there's two buttons. One is like, do you want more emails from this person? Click that one, because the other one after that is like, do you just want us to send you random things happening? You don't want that. They'll flood your inbox. So click the very first button that says, yes, I want more updates from this organizer. That's what they say. State of Education, Wednesday, September 18th. The time is 9:12 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. All right. Next up, Warehouse 55, Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce is here. Woot, woot. Good morning to our dear friends of the Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce. That's the squad right there. Gwen, Jen, all of y'all. Francis, you know who it is. I mean, Victoria Hyla Maldonado. That's the dream team right there. So good morning to you guys. Luz, Elena Brambila Guerrero, good morning to you as well. Check out the Woodcrafters by Juan and Luz. Okay, Warehouse 55 is having their 5-year anniversary this Saturday as well. Please come join for the 5th anniversary and to celebrate. Each of our vendors will be choosing one of their favorite items and marking it down to just $5. And that's going to be over 50 items, some of which, or most of which, are valued at over $25. Warehouse 55 is located at 55 South Lake Street here in Aurora. That's the corner of Lake and Downer. Help ring in the special milestone with great deals, food trucks, raffle prizes, and photo opportunities. And let us thank you for your support these last 5 years. Limit 1 per customer. So Warehouse 55 has been doing great things in the community, and they really transformed that corner, making it appear much more lively and indeed dynamic. So I encourage you to shout out Warehouse 55 and join them for their 5-year anniversary. Becky Hoff is here. Good morning to you, Becky Hoff. Fellas, we'll come back to the last 3 pieces of news in just a moment. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story real quick before we get back to the news, because it was on my mind as I traveled to California and on the way back. You know, you hear a lot, and this bugs me. So I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to just give it to you because we're family. You know, you hear so much about L.A. and how bad it is. You hear this stuff. People are leaving California. They're fleeing. The state is going down, and it's just crazy. And nothing could be further from the truth. I haven't been to California in a while. That was my first time back there in some years. And I have to say that although it was my first time in Hollywood, I've been to LA before. It was a really nice experience. Like, it was cool, man. It was cool, and nobody's leaving. Nobody's leaving. I mean, Javier's in the chat. I think we saw like 1 for sale sign in all of that area. Everything else was like just properties that were really nice and people that were really cool. Also, as you guys know, a lot of people in our society don't lead with empathy. And I say that because, yes, California does, as many big cities do, or rather Los Angeles does, struggle with an unhoused population. Yeah, that's true, sure. But it's not out of hand. There was no tent city around our hotel. There was none of that. There were people who weren't doing as well as the rest of their fellow man. But there was none of the stuff that you hear in a negative fashion about the people of California here taking place there. So I just want to encourage people, like, don't believe the hype. Most of what you hear of a negative fashion, I would say, take with an intense grain of salt. Unless you're there looking at it and viewing it and you see otherwise, don't believe what you hear in a negative fashion about so many towns and cities and states, because it's just not true. People are thriving all over America, and a better thing to do than talk about people or just spread propaganda and nonsense. A better thing to do would be to keep using our skills, our voices, and our talents and our energy to help people come up to the next level. But that's just my opinion. Tell me guys what you guys think in the chat. 9:16 is the time. Okay, Aisha Saxon is here. Good morning to you, Aisha Saxon. Daniel Perez, good morning to you, dear sir. Norma Peterson is here. Good morning to you. And Espinosa Juan Manuel, a fantastic photographer and videographer here in the city of Aurora, is here. Good morning to you, dear brother. Okay, back to the news. Back to the news. LL is on the screen. Thank you, dear brothers. All right, check it out. The legislative lunch in 2024 is coming up, and it's going to be taking place on September 30th. I will be there at this fantastic event taking place at the Matrix Club. As a member of the Aurora Regional Chamber of Commerce, I encourage you, your business and your business contacts and partners to get involved. Learn about what's going on, attend this legislative luncheon and other great events that the Chamber is putting on. It's a great way for you to boost up your business and what you're doing. Now, it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. As you can see on the screen, the esteemed panelists are U.S. Congressman Bill Foster of the 11th District, U.S. Congresswoman Lauren Underwood of the 14th District, State Senator Karina Villa of the 25th District, State Senator Linda Holmes of the 42nd District, State Representative Barbara Hernandez of the 50th District, and State Representative Matt Hansen of the 63rd District. Also, sponsorship information is on the screen for you guys as well. You can hit the QR code to register, see if there's any spots available. But it's going to be September 30th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Matrix Club in Naperville. We've started to interact with the Matrix Club in Naperville. They're fantastic. They're doing great things, and they have awesome shows that take place there too. So I encourage you to go to Facebook, check out the Matrix Club, hit the like button, and let them know that you heard about it on Good Morning Aurora. 9:18 is the time. Becky Hoff says, pay it forward. Absolutely. That's what you should be doing. Absolutely, Becky. Thank you very much, Becky. Chicago LSD Radio, good morning to you as well. Hope that you guys are blessed, doing good, and feeling good this wonderful Monday. Okay, next up is CC. You guys like, what the heck is CC? That's just how we call it here in the studio. The Neighbor Project is presenting this fantastic free event for the community, Coffee and Conchas. It's going to be this Saturday, the 21st, from 10 a.m. to noon at the Aurora Santori Library right here in downtown, across the street from Society 57. Society 57 is sponsoring the coffee. Aurora Public Library is the location, and the Neighbor Project is presenting this fantastic event. Free coffee and conchas for the first 100 people, so you should definitely come there. Bring the family. Learn about Neighbor Project services and different resources that are available to you, including the partnership with the Aurora Financial Empowerment Center. You and your household can definitely benefit from the information that they have there. Counselors are standing by to help you out in English, Spanish, or whatever language that you speak. So it's going to be a great event. Once again, September 21st, 10 a.m. to noon. I will be there. So if you want to come have some coffee and a concha with a brother, that's the place, and that is the time. Shout out to our dear friends of the Neighbor Project. All right. Next piece of news that we have for you guys here is the Sip and Dip. Sip and Dip is a really cool event that's going to be taking place October 8th. Now, the location and the time is still TBD. We're working with the spot to put it together, but it's going to be free hot apple cider and donuts. This is a way for the community to ring in fall and start getting acclimated to those temperatures, start getting warm and toasty on the inside as the temperatures start to drop on the outside. So save the date, October 8th, for Sip and Dip. For more information about this or any other Neighbor Project event that's coming up, all of the events are free. You can call 630-906-9400, or you can check us out on the web at www.neighborproject.us. And also follow the Neighbor Project on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, all the cool socials. All right. Well, that's the news to show you guys on the screen right now for the day. 11 o'clock a.m., the Mexican flag raising is going to be taking place at One Aurora Plaza. One Aurora Plaza is the Copley Theater. The flag raisings that the city does are open to the public. They always happen there, and they represent the wide array of cultures that the city of Aurora has inside of it. The Indian flag raising and the Pakistani flag raising and the Bolivian flag raising are just some of the recent flag raisings that the city has done to much fanfare and much love amongst those respective communities here in our city. So I encourage you guys to come out today if you can. 11 o'clock a.m. is going to be the place for the flag raising, the Mexican flag raising, and shout out to all the countries who experienced their independence over the weekend. Now, Stacy Cardona is here. Good morning to you, Stacy. This week, we're going to show you guys some of the other cool stuff that we saw at the Elevate Conference in L.A. Daniel Calderon, I know you'll get a kick out of this. When we got to L.A., we get to LAX. We get out of the airport. Now we're downstairs, going to get the shuttle to take us to the rental car company. Guess who I see right like a few feet away from me? Project Pat, the rapper, gold-winning artist. Project Pat was like standing right there, right outside. So I approached him, and I said, "What's up?" And he gave me, well, I'm not going to show you what he gave me, but he gave me something that's really special. Really special. He gave me something really cool on the very first moment being there, and it kind of set the tone for the entire rest of the trip, so it'll be really cool. Also, another thing that I saw was a fantastic rendition of Romeo and Juliet. For those who are familiar, the story of Romeo and Juliet is a well-known love story, probably the most famous love story of all time. And the Montagues and the Capulets are the families, which are rival families, and also the namesakes of the love interests, and, drama ensues. Well, imagine Romeo and Juliet if it was set in the barrio of East LA. What would that look like? What would that sound like? Well, we have some interesting, very cool, and dynamic media to show you what it looked and sounded like. We attended part of a play as well, and it was really cool at the historic Ricardo Montalban Theater. That theater is very well done, very well run out there, and shout out to Chicano Hollywood for inviting us out. It was a really great time and really cool to see so many stars and celebrities. I met Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. That was cool. He is a really cool dude. He is a really cool brother. So I'll show you the pictures. I'll show you the video as the week goes on. 9:24 is the time. Denise Dale, good morning to you as well. So before we wrap things up, I just want you guys to know that Good Morning Aurora has a very special discussion that's going to be taking place here tomorrow morning. It's going to be awesome. So please get ready for that. And I have something very cool to show you guys as well. I'm going to be catching a special news report, two special news reports this week that I will show you guys and let you see the associated media that comes from them. This show and this program is going to continue to not only show you what matters to the people of Aurora, but we're going to push it a little bit further. We're going to start showing you what else matters to the people of the world. I think that's what we'll do. What do you think about that, Luz? Sound a good idea? Luz agrees. Right now, I'm going to end the show, you guys. Tracy Hodges, good morning to you. Vote for Pedro. That's right. That is right. He looked really good last night. Not last night. That was Saturday night. He looked really good Saturday night. The brother knows how to dress. We met so many people. I met Danny De La Paz from Blood In, Blood Out, too. Absolutely. Big Puppet, that's who he is. I met him. Really cool. And actually, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but you know who else I met, or got to see, rather, and take pictures of, was Montoya from Blood In, Blood Out. So the leader dude, I want his, whatever he said, I got to meet that guy, too. Anyway, 9:25 is the time. Right now, we are going to wrap it up. I hope that you guys have a good rest of the day. Good Morning Aurora is going to return tomorrow with more news, more weather, and the very best of Aurora. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting and great discussion with the ACLU about voting rights. Did you know that if you are a person with a felony background in Illinois, you can vote? Did you know that? Are you exercising your right to vote? For those people who have been system impacted and living under the yoke of stereotypical remembrance, you can vote. A lot of people don't know that. In the state of Illinois, if you have served time, doesn't matter what's on your record, you can vote. You can vote. And you should be using and exercising your right for change. But that's a separate discussion for a separate time. Get ready for more. All right, 9:26 is the time. I hope you guys have a great, positive rest of the day. I will see you guys very, very soon. Stay tuned to Good Morning Aurora Media for more of the great stuff that we saw in Hollywood, California. And I will see you very, very soon. Be blessed. Take care of yourself and each other.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, planning for the future, or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.